We have now one chicken being Broody, Journey, our beautiful black anthracite gray chicken. She wants to be a mom, but we don't have a rooster, so she will not be if we don't intervene. I consulted with a friend, I researched a little bit what we can do now, so in hindsight that we will need to separate her later when she has the babies. We are transferring her now to a separate box in the coop. So she's sitting there where we normally have the eggs. We have one more separate box where she could brood. If this is successful, if she continues sitting on her eggs, we will be getting fertilized eggs for her so that she can actually have babies for us. So we will then also need to build a separate outside space, but this is a project that we will need to do right now anyways, because we wanted to fence the chickens for summer to not eat our grapes. So perfect timing to do all that. In between, it's time to pick some neshbrush. We have two small neshbra trees that we found near the cabin in the forest. Neshbra. My last attempt of changing the broody hen into the mobile nesting box was not successful. So we're trying it now in the night, because I was reading that they don't see well and they're less bothered by changes, and that you can even like slip a baby underneath or a new chicken into the coop. So let's try that one. Let's see if she stays in that box now. Maybe I'm bringing her some eggs to slip under her. There goes the egg. How cute is that? She made the sound gook, 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 gook. And I put the neck under her and she stopped. How cute is that? So, nobody. And she's back in there. We went to our friend's farm to pick up eggs that are fertilized, because our chicken Journey is still broody, still sitting in the nesting box, but the eggs will never give chicken babies. olive eggs and blue eggs, brown eggs. The kids helped to draw a sign on the eggs that are fertilized, so we would know which ones are fertilized and which ones are from our own chickens. And we would still collect our own eggs without a sign because they continue laying eggs together in the coop. I decided again to do this shortly before nightfall, so the chicken would be already resting and the chances would be bigger that she accepts the eggs and snuggles on top of them and continues brooding. Since we are having one broody chicken, it seems that 2 chickens stopped laying eggs in the chicken coop because the nest is occupied and the other 2 nests are apparently not good enough. Now, Veda, she's walking here and she made her egg call. So she dropped an egg, can also be here in the coop. The coop is there. But I was just now here checking around if there are any eggs here, because there must be lying already 2 of them for a week or so. Feda, wo hast du deine Eier hingelegt? I checked also the workshop there already, because there's some hay storing but no eggs. So this will be an ongoing investigation. Oh dear. Now she's going back to her friends. Fein, sie sitzt da noch keine Küken, ja?
Ja, eins.
Wo?
Hier.
Da sind keine Küken.
Ein kleines habe ich gesehen.
Wo?
It seems that we are working best under pressure, so now is a very good time to build a fence for the chickens. So far they have been free ranging, and we really need to have them in an enclosure now, especially in summer, because as I showed you, they are eating the grapes, they are they are just scratching all the ground and they are trying to eat everything. Even though we fenced also the pumpkins, they're hopping in there and eating the leaves, and of course no plant can grow without leaves.
We built a fence to temporarily have the chickens contained during summer to protect our grapes and crops. Just this one, Schneeflocke. She is constantly escaping. Let's see how. The other day, the chickens were out again in the afternoon. And that's the reason why. So they're just munched here. That's the reason why they need to be in lockup. It is so hot in Portugal. But now we are candling eggs. She's taking good care of her babies. So, okay. There is something going on. And it's moving. Do you see this? Let me move the camera. Is this visible here? So there. Should maybe compare for you. You see this? There you see how full the egg is? Okay, let's try another one. Yeah, it's also something. It's perfect with the face. Yeah, you see here, you see veins. You see the veins? See the veins? And there's something going on. If you do this with eggs at home, they don't have this mass inside. And the eggs just have these funny drawings. Nice. There are more veins. It's almost impossible, probably. Oh, there. Yeah, there's also something going on. Oh, it's moving. You see it moving? There's somebody. Hello. Here's much harder to see the veins, of course. Here are a bit veins. I have not yet found an empty egg. I'm like handling every other day 2-3 eggs, and they all have life in them. This means best case, worst, I don't even know if it's the best case or the worst case scenario, we will have 12 baby chicks. I'm not prepared for that. We only have 5 right now.
Миша, ну как его будем грузить? Я думаю, он так зайдет, наверное, положишь. Держишь? Да. Окей. А ты не хочешь так ниже его тоже взять? Подожди, стой, стой. Миша, подожди, стой, не шевелись. Потому что здесь очень крутые доски, и они начали ломаться. Сейчас, подожди. Я сейчас попытаюсь. Тихо, 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 тихо. Он начинает. Так, вот.
And the last thing that we need to do to welcome our chicken babies to the family is to build them a nursery. Our chicken coop is super practical for adult chickens. It has a netting of metal on the floor, but we are really afraid that their little feet will not manage walking there. And friends also told us that ideally we are separating the new babies from the old chickens because not everyone might love babies around, so it's probably as with humans. We keep them separate for some time and then slowly introduce them to the flock. We have no experience, but that was the idea. We got this old coop some time ago in spring on Facebook Marketplace, was here in our region, and we just picked it up. Initially, we thought this would be a coop for ducks. We are always playing with the idea to add ducks to the family, but now it's different. We have a broody chicken, so for now this will be a nursery.
I am not 100% certain how you're supposed to count the 21 days it takes to hatch a chicken egg, but we put the eggs under the chicken on a Saturday night, and today is Friday night, 3 weeks later, so 20 days or what? So excited. Here they are.
Stay tuned, give us a subscribe, follow along on our channel. The next project is the full renovation of the chicken coop, and of course we will also show you the babies and all the other wonderful things we are doing in our farm life. Bye bye, see you next time.
Yeah, at this point you don't see any air bubble anymore. So cool. Okay, we give this back, my friends. Ciao, girls.